One. Live.
All right.
Hi, welcome back. Thanks for waiting while we took our little potty break.
Yeah. I'm the only one that probably did a potty break.
Huh?
This looks like Black Widow.
I waited in
Sorry.
the potty for you guys and nobody showed up.
I'm your segment host, Tom Russo, and with me I have Glenn McKnight,
Hey.
resident Other Ocean and Digital Eclipse designer,
Yeah.
and studio head and creative director Mike Micah,
Hello.
who will be playing for us right now a little game from 1983 called, what's it called, Mike?
Hard Hat Mack.
Right. Now, Hard Hat Mack, for those of you who don't know, is an electronic arts platform game back when electronic arts made, well, actually before there were genres of games.
when they made more genres than
Yes.
shooters and
Coming off of 1981's hotly admired arcade title Donkey Kong, in which you did...
look at these names, by the way.
yes.
Vandal, Mac. You play Mac and OSHA.
OSHA.
Vandal and OSHA are the bad guys.
Yes.
Obviously, Vandals are bad for construction sites, and so is OSHA.
That's right.
This
Also,
does feel like a...
Occupational Safety
Hazard?
Administration.
Yeah.
Health and Safety.
Oh, one of them is
Yeah,
OSHA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so like...
The evil character is OSHA?
He's gonna shut your sight down.
Or are you?
Yeah, because like as you know, as you could imagine, many construction workers probably believe it's like they could get a lot more done if OSHA didn't come in and try to regulate everything.
Yeah,
That's right. Keep it safe.
Yeah, it
For
just
them.
makes things harder for people.
Yeah. I mean, you know that conveyor
wait.
belt with the masher is probably not OSHA regulated.
So...
Yeah, I'd say a lot of this isn't OSHA.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad they came back to the title. So I need to know Vandal, Mac, OSHA. So I know who's important.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's all that's really in the game anyways,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
than like obstacles. And Michael Abbott, he made the game, and this is during the portfolio era of EA when they would have the look like album boxes.
Yes.
Okay.
And when you would open it up, you would get a giant description and photo of the people who made the game because they're really pushing game developers as rock stars, which is something the game industry didn't do at all until this point, really.
Huh.
It was Activision and Electronic Arts that
Certainly
really...
EA hasn't done since, but
Were they trying to hope like to create a personality that so you would know like this guy made these games?
Yeah,
so
because
if
back
you
at the
liked
time, and we're not trying to be mean with EA actually, because like the reality is at the time, games were only like 2 or 3 people usually that would be behind them.
that's
so
true.
Sure.
It's much smaller teams.
Yeah, much smaller teams.
Well, there's
Like
the whole
Michael
team
Abbott,
right
Matthew-
there.
Yeah, Matthew
Mike.
Alexander. And Matthew Alexander, who knows, like, depending on what he did, he probably could have just done the music or whatever. Like, just like with Karateka, like, Jordan's brother, I think, did the music, if I remember correctly.
father.
His father did the music for the game. So, it was really a one-man show in operation for most of these games. And so why not showcase them
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
make them feel like rock stars and pay them well? So Electronic Arts had very fair payment. They
Right.
pushed them as rock stars. They could go anywhere else if they wanted to or whatever. So it was kind of a really brilliant way to.
They were treating it more like books and like these are their authors, these are the guys that they're promoting, and they it's like we are going to release your next book,
Yep.
but it's your next game, and this is like his next story or whatever.
Yeah, and what's kind of interesting too is like you look at the first run of games from Electronic Arts. You had Hard Hat Mack, you had Archon, Mule. One-on-one basketball with Larry Bird and Dr. J. Or no,
Yep.
it was Larry Bird and Dr. J.
Bill Budge's pinball construction
Bill
set.
Budge's pinball construction set. Bill Budge is just a genius who's still a genius in the game industry today, pioneering all kinds of things. These group of games were really like very individual, very separate, and very different from one another. Very different visions across the board, and it was really diverse. And the people making the games were very diverse, and it was just amazing to see that be their first run. And I remember there was that ad. What was it? The Rockstar ad that EA did with all the designers
Oh yeah,
together.
with all of them together. Yeah.
It really looked like a Journey album cover sort of thing, where like, or like maybe it was like a Band-Aid moment where it's like here's all the
Yes.
designers together
Yes.
in one shot. But I remember seeing that in a magazine and thinking like that's what I want to be. I want to be one of these guys making games, like they're doing. And of those games, I'd say almost every single one of those games is on one of my like must-play favorites game lists.
Oh yeah. I
games.
mean, the quality that those games set at that time were like they were head and shoulders above everything.
Yeah, I mean
for creativity and polish.
Yeah, and you're seeing it right now with like this game here. This is for Apple. This is a very arcade Donkey Kong, reminiscent of Donkey Kong style game that's challenging to make on the Apple. To be quite honest, like we played Karateka first before this one, but Karateka was 84. This is 83, and if you think about other games that were out in 83 on the Apple II. What else really was there?
Like Lode Runner, maybe.
Lode Runner, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh
to compare.
man, I love Lode Runner.
Lode Runner. These were the kind of games that were like, coming out at the time, but they were very hard. A lot of these games did not compare to arcade games at the time, which that's the bar everybody's looking at. People were like, I want the arcade game experience at home.
And it's like arcade was like multi-$1,000 like machine that you could not have at home. So
Yeah, and even
these
Lode
were the-
Runner, like for many people, didn't look as good as Donkey Kong or any of that sort of thing.
Right.
So you have this Hard Hat Mack, which is a very valiant attempt at trying to make something that feels like an arcade game. And the fact that we can play it today with an Xbox controller through emulation right now, but even with the Apple controllers from before, and it still feels like modern controls, is kind of a testament to that kind of effect. Like the fact that Donkey Kong and this game feel like they can transcend the era that they were made, which is pretty cool. And thinking back on this time for Electronic Arts, Trip Hawkins had founded the company. He came from Apple. He was an Apple marketing guy. He knew how to market games and things were how to make things look really sexy and awesome. And so that whole approach really worked. And I think was it Bing Gordon was there at the time too, right? He was one of the early guys. And when they had one-on-one basketball, that was kind of the beginning of EA's foray into using license or using
like
personas
real
and
athletes,
licenses
yeah.
real athletes to promote sports games. So a
right.
lot was happening at this time.
You had Dr. J and Larry Bird.
Can I try?
You sure can.
Because I'm sure you can probably kick ass at this, and I want to see what a first-time user's terrible
yeah.
experience is like.
We can just ridicule Glenn.
Yes.
Yeah, we can like
Let's see.
the tables
Okay,
have
so
turned.
Glenn, level 1, what your goal here is to do is pick
I
up
don't even know
those.
who I am.
Your
You're the guy
map
down
at
the
the
bottom
bottom.
right.
Okay.
Hard Hat
I'm
Mack.
not-
You are the title
Did I
character.
even- I don't even know if I hit
No,
start.
you're in
You
the
didn't
demo.
just
You're
start
still in
yet.
the
So
demo
hit
mode.
A and
A.
or try one of the other buttons. Try the second
I'm
one.
trying them all.
No, try the red button now.
The red button.
Nothing?
Or try one of those. Try one of these.
Yeah, they don't.
Did the controller go to nothing? Here,
controller.
I know what we can do.
Okay, there we go.
You think this is gonna?
Okay, so you.
Nope, still not controlling.
Still not controlling?
Uh-oh.
Oh, what'd you do to it?
Did you hit Control? Did you hit Control J to activate the joystick?
Oh, maybe is that what it
Probably.
Okay. Quickly go to standby, Bill. We're gonna try it.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Here, sit down here.
There we go.
This is the
All right,
craft services table right here.
I got something. That was not right.
Well, you have to place.
Do you want to tell me, or do you want me to learn if I can learn if the game made any sense?
Okay, let's test the design.
Or
and
was I
see if
supposed
you
to
can
read
figure
the
it out.
game?
All right. So another quick note though is these games were made at a time when manuals were actually critical to.
I should have read the
Yeah.
manual first.
Should have read the manual first because it'd be like kind of the first thing going. But just go ahead and keep going because it's supposed to be very arcadey as well. You'll figure this stuff out.
All right. I
For
can
the
jump.
second level of Donkey Kong, what do you do?
Can I put these in these holes? Yeah. Can I fall? I don't want to fall down. Oh, trapped. That looks like an elevator.
This is actually pretty interesting to see how he plays without knowing it.
I know, right?
That's the thing. You guys like just make these games. It's like speedrunners.
Yeah, we already know what
Oh
to do.
yeah. Oh, I thought I was gonna kill OSHA.
It's not the hammer in Donkey Kong.
That guy.
It draws the art very interesting because I think it's XOR style art. So you see it when he walks by a girder and like it looks like he's going transparent with it. There's a way you could blend pixels.
Oh no.
There's and, or, a, and XOR, and I think it's an XOR exclusive OR operation to draw. on there.
I do like that they do the same thing every single time. I don't know if those bolts matter.
You can jump
Yeah,
over
I
that.
know.
So I don't mean to tell you. Ooh.
No, it's fine. You can,
So yeah, you're placing the girders in. The jackhammer you save to the end. You don't want to pick it up early because I don't remember how to let go of it. Do you have to hit spacebar or something?
Yeah.
Or maybe one of the two buttons will let you drop it. But on the Counter 64, I didn't know how to drop it, so I would always when I was a kid, so I'd always wait to the end. And you could jump over it, but you can't jump over or walk into the OSHA guy. But when you jump on that pad, you'll keep going up the girders. So you could always jump over. Try pressing one of the two. Like there's the jump button, and there's another red button.
Go down.
There you go. Okay, you can let go of it that way.
okay.
Now jump off the edge there if you want.
He's gonna follow me, isn't he?
He is. So if you jumped off and used that pad, or go in the elevator.
Oh, I couldn't make it.
Anytime on the right, you can jump out of that pad and you'll jump up to the next level. And if you're at the top, you'll
Whatever
jump to the
level you
bottom.
on, you go like one level
you go
up.
one up, and if it's at the top, it'll go to the bottom.
Okay. Wait, he didn't usually do that.
Sometimes
new.
it changes.
Sometimes he does.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's the other person, the vandal, versus him.
Oh, you're right. It's not always the same dude in this.
Yeah, it just starts that off differently.
Now you got it.
Yeah, go Glenn.
Oh. But do I want the hammer?
And it's just collecting those things. It's like the things you collect in Donkey Kong.
Okay.
There's a lot of influence in that game.
Oh.
So, but getting down takes a long time.
Well, you can jump off the top and take the jump pad down.
Oh, well, the jump pad then rotate back to
if you're at the top,
downwards?
it'll take you to the
Yeah.
bottom. So now you can get the jackhammer and hammer all those pieces in that you just
Yeah,
did.
wait for
Oh.
the hammer.
It's
Wait,
coming
wait.
up.
That's a power up?
Get it? No, you needed to secure the.
Go the other way.
You're not gonna catch that way.
Well, I don't know.
Keep jumping off. Keep jumping off.
Keep jumping.
Okay.
Yep.
Why?
And then go to the bottom.
Jump.
Oh,
that
you got
thing
hit
there.
by
Sorry.
the rivet.
That I could not have predicted. So basically, you put all those things in, and you get the jackhammer and hammer them all in place, and then you go to the
okay.
next level. Oh,
And that bolt is.
Yeah, the
in
rivet.
place.
Yep. By the way, that elevator will take you to the very top,
Shit.
and then that bell will either send it at the top, will either send it to the bottom or back up.
Oh, the elevator's called by the bell.
Yes.
Glenn, how does that controller just hover in front of you?
You're gonna try? All right. Show me how easy it is, Tom. Like what I'm not understanding
You
now.
know, I hate to say this, but I'm going to.
So that was I hearing you seething? Is that sound
Yeah.
next to me?
That was me, and then I just died right away.
This
too.
is like if you go and you play Super Mario Brothers with someone who's never played it.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
It is.
It's not an easy game.
I
But
watched
if
my
you played
kids
it
try to
1,000
play it.
times. It's just like memory.
It
See
is.
that? Oh, look at that! How magical!
But like my kids first played Super Mario Brothers, they did not know you could jump on things like bad
Right.
guys. They just kept trying to avoid them the whole time.
Look, Tom just picks it up whenever he wants, carries it around. Doesn't matter if he has it or not.
He's casual Tom.
Casual Tom.
Casual Tom.
Tom.
Welcome to my youth.
Oh, you have to, so there's a little delay when you ride it. There's a jiggle action.
Yeah.
Not for
He
Ocean.
pulls his pants back up.
But so Ocean never gets on.
I always get the rivets. Always get me, man. Some things don't.
Maybe OSHA should.
I also love that this
Hey,
was
maybe
the,
you should get along with OSHA.
this was the first level.
Seems like OSHA
Like-
might benefit you.
Yeah.
yeah,
The
there's
first
only- I
level
think
is
there's
like
only
every
4.
mechanic in it in one go.
And I think it's only 4 levels too, so it's like they really tried to do like what we're doing with Pitfall 2 the other day or yesterday was they really maximize the game by making it super hard.
Look at that.
All right.
So wait, what was the drill for?
Just collect it.
Oh, it was just,
All right.
it
So
was just-
in this level, you just collect the lunch boxes. Should I go?
Yeah.
So Tom is decent at 2 games now?
Yep. You don't mess
This
with
one's
Apple.
a bitch.
This
Yeah.
is the worst one on the whole level.
So you have to jump.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh my God, Tom.
Yep.
That's actually massive skill right there. That is like one of the hardest. That's one of the hardest moments in this whole game.
How does it compare to the bats in Pitfall?
It is equivalent to the
It's
bats.
the Pitfall bats. Okay.
Yeah, it's the pitfall bats.
Although this thing's not that easy either.
Oh, because it's hard to tell the collision.
Yep.
what is it?
It's just a striped thing.
It's an electric fence.
Keep going, Tom. You got this.
I think it's an electric fence.
Yeah, I
Is
think
it really a stripe thing, or is it like...
Luke says the next one's terrible.
it is. It really is terrible. You know, this and Choplifter were 2 games that I beat well into my late 30s.
Wait,
But not for lack.
You can beat Choplifter.
You can beat Choplifter, but it's not for lack of trying all
Always
that time, my
Right.
whole life.
Those things. It's like I always. Yeah.
Yeah, Choplifter, you beat it, and it's just like the end. It doesn't give you any fanfare or anything. You're like, I did all that. I spent 30 years playing Choplifter for that. Like, everything about the game is cinematic. Guys waving at you, doing nice things for you as you play, and then like the very end is just like the end. Curse you, Dan Gorlin.
Go.
But you can drop the jackhammer anytime. So I guess the only disadvantage of having the jackhammer is that you can't pick up the girders.
Yeah.
Because like that, when Tom just had it,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
dropped
and then
it,
you just drop it.
and then
There's a
he's
cement
gonna get
mixer
it.
up there if you wanted to grab it for points, but you might as well do the.
He's not doing a point run. He's doing a completion.
Completion.
Some people
The turds.
do things for accuracy. Some people do things for.
Oh, you know what's really hard is this one too.
Oh!
Not that one.
I think just comment about
getting that-
maybe
yeah.
having OSHA play a bigger role rather than fighting OSHA is probably a good thing.
Yeah, this is a bad factory.
Oh man,
You didn't
I just
see
totally
that
blew
problem,
the.
also crusher things this
I
morning.
was impatient on the second level and I totally blew it. You want to go?
I'll try, but like
Isn't it-
you're on a better roll than I
Adam
am.
suggests the end of Jaws for NES. Does anyone remember that?
Oh God, I barely remember that. Jaws was awesome though.
Yeah. So B will release the hammer.
Do we have it NES even? Yes, we do.
It's
We have the
hammer
Retron.
time. Oh,
Oh.
jeez. The rivets suck.
It's gonna be a lot easier without rivets.
That's like we were saying yesterday. It's like we're supposed to be the kings of hacking. We should just spend all our streaming time hacking games to make it
Removing
easier.
rivets.
Make the games easier for us.
Yeah, so we can beat them. Rather than beating them with skill,
Yes.
we should be beating them with cheating.
With code.
Yeah.
By the way, if you get the hammer, you should just rivet in what's close to you because it's
Yeah.
easy to release. You should
Add
do it.
reboot.
Yeah, like,
You
it
stop-
seems-
you don't have to play like your 14-year-old self anymore.
I appreciate that pro tip, Tommy Glide.
GamePro's here to help you, man.
Yeah.
Bro.
For those who don't know, Tom actually wrote for GamePro, and he was Tommy Glide.
Yes.
Tommy
And what was the
Glide.
other one?
Greasy Gus,
Greasy Gus.
because everyone had more than one pseudonym.
Thanks for the pro tip.
Greasy Gus was named after our friend Greasy Gus in college, and I actually had the guy who drew the characters. I brought in a picture of Gus and said, "Make Greasy Gus look like this."
Is this
guy."
one of those things where I just feel bad for Greasy Gus because
Yeah.
it's something that he doesn't deserve?
Yes.
Okay. So
His real name was Robert Tremblay, and he's of Vermont.
All right.
We talk about being immortalized in cartoons. Like he was a guy.
I'm sure he's a very proud person.
Well, you guys are making me feel good because you're not like just kicking ass.
No, this
Like
is,
I knew if I had tried
what do I do?
Karateka, I would have had no chance. Like Karateka, you
I
guys.
was trying to let go of it and press the wrong button.
If you don't get off the first board, I'm taking the controller back.
Oh my God! No. Dang. You had several tries.
All right, all right.
This game is awful.
I never thought
Why did we
Tom
even
was
choose to play
like a gamer. Like
Yeah, see.
like Mike,
But see,
Mike's got the talk, but Tom's got the moves.
Tom's got the walk.
I'm not old school. I'm Old Testament.
Let's put it this way: Tom grew up with the Apple II, not me.
Well, I was gonna say like you're multi-platform. Tom, this is obviously.
I'm used to games that have consistent frame rates and color and audio.
It's like I like good games.
Yeah, I only play the good ones, but you know,
The palette's throwing you off.
yeah. Although I think it's the exact same palette on the Commodore. They just chose to use the 4 colors, even though they could use so much more.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh,
That was luck.
That was
Oh,
some that was some
that's
moves.
still there, Tom.
that's not Tom.
That's not?
It looks like Tom because they actually got past that stage. I don't want to do that one.
I love that your hands are always out, like you're ready to pick something up, but you don't want to pick up most things.
So what is the secret to this one?
Oh, nice.
You
You just
jump.
gotta be very careful with the
How do you make that
jump.
jump?
It's like
That's
because
good.
the collision's not actually accurate on it. That's what makes it hard.
It looks like it's shifted off.
I mean,
In the old days, collision didn't have to match.
a lot of times it doesn't
Oh,
have
we're
to
just lucky to have
match.
collision.
That was a gimme.
Oh,
My day.
Okay, so the trick is
yeah.
jump right when they're touching.
When they're touching in the
close.
center.
Yep. Right when they're about to touch. There you go.
Oh man,
Nice.
that's good.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
Tommy Glide coming through.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, now it makes it look easy.
Vandal's just kind of stuck over there on the left, so he's gonna make your life miserable.
It's
I can tell.
Listen, Bill. It's like they say, knowing is half the battle.
Hey, you guys talking about G.I. Joe?
Now there seems to be a whole thing on the upper right, like another conveyor
So we
belt
say
and
G.I. Joe?
fire.
G.I. Joe?
Yeah. That's the end of the level, Glenn. Don't get
Oh,
ahead
okay.
of yourself.
We can talk about G.I. Joe.
Who wants to talk about G.I. Joe?
But
Go.
Okay, so I
Wait.
So what do you
When
do?
it's
When it's
fully
down?
Wait. So you have to. Well, you can go get that one as soon when it's down.
Uh-huh.
But
But then the Vandal's gonna get
when
it.
the vandal, no, but you have to follow the vandal down, out,
Out
get
back.
that one,
And come back.
and then come back.
Is the dynamite gonna hurt me if I go?
I think the
You
dynamite
have to
must
jump
go to
over.
the
You have to jump
Jump over
over
the
the
dynamite.
dynamite.
Get the thing and hammer if I want.
Yeah, but look how much space you
Yeah,
have, and
that's
then you
how
have to
they-
turn around. And then when you come back up, you just have to go to the
Just,
right.
Yeah, just to the left a little bit.
Yeah, that's
I
exactly
think
it.
it's just strategizing on this.
Yeah. It's time to go.
Oh,
Go.
Oh no, I didn't have enough time there.
Oh, I see. There's a little gap.
Yeah, well, you got to be careful that you don't.
What?
Oh, you ran out
I
of
ran
time.
out of time. Oh, okay.
Oh.
But I got everything else, so
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It let you.
Oh, it kept your items.
It's
yeah.
like a save
But it
state.
changed your pickup. You no longer can get the hammer. The wrench is the only available
Yeah.
pickup now. This is why Microsoft invented that thing that puts all the tools back where they belong, because obviously.
Okay, so you want to wait. Yeah, right there.
Watch out for OSHA.
This is Vandal.
This is Vandal,
Oh, it's
who's
Vandal?
he's another character in the plotline.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't touch dynamite.
Pretty nervous.
That's how it works.
All right, this game is brutal.
Just keep running and you can jump it. There you
Like everybody talks about Cuphead being hard, but they didn't play this stuff.
go. Maybe the Cuphead guys did.
Yeah, maybe they
Yeah.
did.
Nice.
Oh, fucking cruising.
Oh! You're supposed to jump up to it?
You just go under it and
You just
climb
push
straight
up.
up.
Okay.
Ah.
There you go, Tom.
All right. Well, you see what would have happened. What was happening there, Glenn, is that magnet thing at the top was
Gonna
activated.
start- Okay.
and
now
then
you
you,
have to-
and then it's an electromagnet and it picks you up by your hat.
It hard
You have
hats
to
you.
time it. You have to time it perfectly. So.
The worst platformer was Montezuma's Revenge on Apple II,
I-
which ironically was a fantastic game on the Atari
I
800.
love that game.
Yeah.
That's what I played it on the 800.
Hmm.
I do like OSHA does not have any trouble just walking across the air like Jesus. Kind of has a free flow style. So would this game have been another game's code that they like added stuff to, or
But probably
everyone
Michael
writing-
Abbott's. Like usually a lot of these game programmers would keep their code base.
okay?
And keep doing things in the same code
So it
base.
just been his code. He's not
Yeah.
like using other EA
No, there's no
like
very
team
rarely is
code
there a
base.
concept of like an engine you could license. There were game engines that were sold as products, like what's it called, Designer's Pencil, the game something toolkit, the shooter the shoot 'em up construction set,
Okay.
and stuff like that. There were things.
But
like
I mean,
that.
like within EA, I mean, wasn't EA working as a team, or were they not one that were everyone?
No,
was
because
in a room?
these at this time they were all individual contractors,
Ah.
or basically individual developers who were publishing through EA. EA was treating themselves like a label.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I
man.
so I have no knowledge other than I remember I was watching like the Jobs movie, and Steve Jobs was like working at Atari, I think, and it was like a bunch of people in a pit. Everyone seemed like they were working on their own games, but they were all in one office. So I wasn't sure if they like worked off the same things, like oh, take his Asteroids code and then make this game with that kind of methodology, or like trading their code bases. But you're saying they pretty much just were like doing it on their own.
Oh man.
And we have a question. The key glitch in MR was
No,
the worst.
Yeah, well, the girder drop.
Oh, the girder drop?
Yeah, automatically drops into the hole when you walk over it. The girder's on the first level.
No, but they're saying something if you used a certain key in the wrong place, you'd get stuck
That's
forever.
Montezuma's Revenge.
Oh. I missed. Is that another game for this system? Montezuma's
Oh, man.
Revenge?
It's on here as well. It was on everything. Rob Yeager developed that game, and he did it when he was like 16 or something like that.
I feel like we need
I
like the
think I-
NES remix of this like era where you're just like
It would be
it's
amazing,
like,
wouldn't
like
it?
the characters like all
But to your question earlier about were they using like Electronic Arts, not so much because they were a publisher
okay.
as a label, but Activision, which was the first third-party independent developer ever, they would use a lot of the same routines and a lot of the same sprite routines on the Atari 2600. So that's why a lot of Activision games look very uniform. Like you'll see the
Gotcha.
weird sunsets in the background, the gradient skies.
Yeah, right. So
Um,
like someone could just be like, hey, you need,
Yep.
need a background here.
And that started at Atari as well. They would use there was the what was the manual called? There's the Stella development manual. I forgot there was a name that they called it, in which it was like everybody's favorite graphics display routines collected into a manual. And so people would come into Atari, would look at this stuff and learn how to do 6-digit score routines, or how to draw sprites a certain way.
Sure,
See
it's
the
like
line sprites, changing stuff, like all that kind of stuff. So
it's the pro tips of programming.
yeah, and so they would often like offer that stuff up. And of course, engineers at Atari were all in one area, and they shared tips all the time. And Magic was the same way. They were like the second independent developer for the Atari 2600, and they did the same thing. So if you look at Magic games like Demon Attack, Cosmic Arc, those things, they all look very similar. They have same color palettes stuff because like they were very like that whole team is very close. And
Yeah.
they tried to basically create the Magic game universe together, and so everything kind of connected. even some games, like at the end of Cosmic Arc, like a little ship flies away, and that little ship or actually, it was the end of Atlantis. A little ship flies away, and that ship is the Cosmic Arc and Cosmic Arc.
Yeah.
And at the end of Cosmic Arc, there was something, and like also, so it's like all these games tied together with this like loose kind of connection, which was amazing at the time. To even have the foresight to try to do that.
But it blows me away that like every person had to like kind of reinvent these things because you think of film and movies and the technology was separated from the art in a way.
Yeah.
Where this is like the art is the technology.
Yep.
And so every person, whether it was like you're creating the film camera every time.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Moment of truth.
It's pretty amazing that the industry was able to even develop because of the amount of just independent effort required from every single person.
Exactly. Oh, Tom, you're right there. You gotta keep going because you're getting really close.
All right. I feel like you do the second level better than I did, but
Not really.
Warming up.
The only reason I did is because you gave me the pointers. That's usually my worst level.
But you're a little more patient than Tom. Tom's a go.
I am not patient.
Yeah, you are a go, go, go.
Tom's all run and gun.
Ask my lady. Oh, here comes Ocean.
And so these games were marketed and sold in like stores, right? So was there a lot of games that just never came out, like that EA would see and be like, yeah, we're not even gonna try?
Oh yeah. So at this point, EA, Activision, everybody, they were taking out ads in computer magazines.
Right.
And they're getting hundreds and hundreds of games a month.
You will never get this.
Oh, like they were like saying, hey, if you got a game, send us your game.
Send us your game. We'll evaluate it and see if it's something we'd want to publish.
Interesting.
And they would more often than not, they would offer flat rates. So they'd be like, yeah, we want your game. We'll give you $5,000.
Crap.
Right. They basically said, this is what you're going to get for your game. They're buying it.
They're buying it outright. They'll buy the rights to it and everything. And but because it was still early, a lot of those early publishers didn't even know how to do that stuff quite right yet. So that's why a lot of early game developers, and Mike Abbott might actually own the rights to this rather than EA. It's hard to say.
Impatience.
There's a chance that a lot of the early game developers own their own rights. Like we know Jordan Mechner owns Karateka.
Right, sure.
In those days, it was just even
was a matter
publishers
of
were trying to figure out how to do this. Whereas now it's almost unheard of that you can come across somebody who owns any sort of rights to some game they worked on.
Well, they were I'm sure they couldn't imagine that you wanted to keep owning it for a long time because everything was changing so fast.
Yeah, I mean, look at arcade games, right? Like,
right.
Arcade games were developed, and most people who made an arcade game thought there would never be an afterlife. They thought there would only be about 6 months to 12 months.
Right.
And then that was it, and they would never.
Who's Wizard of Video Games? I think he's making fun of my Hard Hat Mack skills, which deserve
Mac level 0.
That is awesome. Yeah. When you get somebody who knows how to play this game in the feed, you
better watch out. Now you're putting pressure on Tom.
That was like yesterday when somebody was that what happened, Bill? Somebody posted just a collection of my fails at Pitfall.
Panda wants to know, is there more than 2 stages to this game? He's struggling.
See, look at that. I was laughing at myself.
Notice that they have 2 digits for level.
Speaking of that,
0 and 1.
Ian's scheduled to go on about 20 minutes.
All
I
right.
don't know if you want to keep with this one or do another one.
Is there anything else we want to play on the Apple II that you think?
I mean,
We could jump to.
we have to get to the 3rd level.
Yeah, let's get to the 3rd level.
People are getting bored.
Okay, this is a running theme throughout the past streams. We have to get to the end of Pitfall. That didn't happen. Ian wanted to get to the end of the castle.
It's the journey, Bill, not the destination.
Yeah, and I'm saying it's a good idea because it's usually a lot funnier.
It is a lot funnier for the people watching.
Here, we got to the end of level 1.
Yo, end of level 1,
Fans.
peeps.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can do this.
Just shut it off. Next
by the way,
game.
I only have 1 life left, so I have to run this whole board right now.
You can do it.
I might as well just do the hard stuff first.
Yeah. Mama always told me go over the dynamite first and Hard Hat Mack.
Mama always said to jump to dynamite. Mama always said leave OSHA some running room.
Leave OSHA some running room.
Terrible.
Mama always said leave OSHA some running room.
That's so bad. This is why I don't stream games. I celebrate my failure privately.
This is like you're the guy they bring in. You're like the wolf that doesn't clean up Twitch feeds. It's like kind of if you have too big of an audience.
Yeah. I'm the cooler.
Yeah, you're the cooler.
I am the.
Bring in the cooler.
I'm the.
The Twitch
I'm the
servers are
William H.
stressed.
Macy of Twitch streams.
The Twitch servers are all stressed out. We need to limit the number of people watching. Can you come in, Tom?
Did you just call the last level a board?
I did.
Oh, there you go. How about that last rack there,
Yeah,
Tom?
no.
That was a pretty good one.
I mean, it's not a pool game. No, it's a board. It's like. Oh, and also.
How many tapes did you have
If
for
I
your
get
chart?
if I get 10,000 points, I might get a free guy,
That would be pretty cool.
not an extra man. Because in New England we used to say free guy, and people mean an extra man.
I interchange free guy and 1 up.
With what?
1 up.
Oh yeah, 1 up. That's right.
It depends on the game, right?
Yeah, it totally depends. But 1 up was what I used to always call it.
Mhm.
Get a 1 up. Were you a cartridge or tape person?
What do you mean, Adam? It is a board.
I got into the game right when tapes started kind of declining.
For a lot of people, they call them tapes because they look like 8 tracks. So they don't call them tapes.
Can I swear? I'm really gonna swear.
Well, you can swear. Like, what are they gonna do? Say stop
Yeah,
your
but
stream for charity?
I'm like gonna.
Stop your charity stream because of your foul mouth.
But I am good. But like, there's cursing, and then there's the Tourette's level of dying in the same place that I'm like.
Do you reach a kill screen or a kill board? Tom doesn't, but I think there probably is. Does this end or is it?
Every board is a kill
This
board
keeps
for
going.
me.
This keeps going, doesn't it? Because I think it does let you go up to 99 levels. Like if that guy from King of Kong, Brian Koo, were here to try to go tell me a kill screen was coming up in the other room,
Yeah.
he'd be pretty bored, waiting for his moment. And I don't mean stage. I'd be pretty bored as in boredom. This is pretty crazy. And do you actually just jump into the fire at the end? Oh, Nike.
See, if I only had another life, I would have been able to pick up those last two, and then that would have been it.
All right, I'm gonna take a run at it.
All right, you can do it.
Anybody ask anything?
Come back and take his place. That way you get real time.
Sith level right in the stream.
It says, hey,
Oh, I went. It's like I intentionally went into the river.
board is more of like a general, like, you know.
I don't know.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't know, Tom.
I mean, it is hard to argue with that.
It really is hard to argue with that logic.
But honestly,
I don't know. It says level right there.
I answered for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Bill.
Oh shit.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, I can.
Well,
I could have.
you could have, but you didn't. Wait, there it comes. It's coming up. Oh, you missed it.
Thanks, Tom.
But you know what? You did get the rivet right in the face.
Yeah. I got my pro tip for the rivet.
Stay out of the middle, man.
This is another game like
For the
Pitfall
rivets.
where I'm gonna have to just pick up the controller and show everybody how it's done.
Yes.
I've never played it before.
These are a nice thing.
Yeah. Mike didn't even get off the first board.
Stop. Okay, you're gonna come up
I'm
next.
gating.
Let me do this one more time.
I'm baiting
I
Adam.
don't need to play. I'm just shit talking Tom.
That's okay. I'm shit talking the professional wrestler. That's not gonna come back to bite me.
It looks very different on the TV than on the stream. It's interesting.
Oh,
Oh, how's it look on the stream?
Different.
It's just
yeah.
It's just.
It's I can't really quantify
Get it.
it.
Nice.
Ah, these
I
frickin'
told you.
rivets.
I told you to stay out of the middle, man.
yeah.
Stay out of the middle.
Stop being a middleman.
The middle's the danger zone.
Are the rivets on a cadence or are they random?
Very random.
They are, and it's like lightning. It's like trying to dodge lightning.
Yeah.
You just don't
know.
sometimes they take arcing
Yeah.
bounces. Sometimes they're line drives.
One can imagine that there's a more fun game being the rivet guy in this.
It looks like
We'll give it the Donkey Kong treatment then.
Yeah.
You play the rivets, try to kill the hero.
I want to be the rivets. My daughter asked me one morning, "Can I be the rivets?" I spent the whole night.
It's like in Missile Command. Can you do
Ah.
missiles?
It's bad.
You totally waited till after they
Yeah, I
were coming
did.
back. It's right when
Okay,
you're
yeah,
closing.
you give it a
I'll
shot.
give it a shot, sure. What are the
Watch
buttons?
Ian.
A is jump
A
and
is
G is
jump.
drop the thing?
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
Where you're just the bad guys from games, like you're offender instead of
Oh,
defender.
yes.
Yeah. I always want to be like the Goomba in Super Mario Brothers that just goes back and forth. So like the game starts and all you do is walk back and forth, but you can't get out of the little pit. And then suddenly you hear like the running coming up, and like you just gotta try to dodge like Mario's trying to jump on your head. Little gaming vignettes from the other side.
I play that game.
Vignettes?
Vignettes.
Vignettes.
What are it? Vignettes.
Vignettes works.
Vignettes works.
If you're John Vignocchi.
Vignocchi. Johnny V.
Oh.
I'll just call him V's.
You need to jump really far to get over there.
You do.
Um,
We'll chalk that up to a first-timer's mistake.
that was one of my favorite Austin Powers gags. That was ended up being
it's-
like the
it saves the state. I thought it
cutscene.
was.
Yeah, it does. Yes.
originally in the
Once
movie.
you rivet them in, it's the safe state.
Originally in the movie, every minion in the movie, it would have there would be a cutscene to their family or somebody close to them getting a phone call. Or like,
Oh, you can get it.
No, I
Oh. You can hide in the
Powers
elevator.
when the,
Hide in the elevator. Now go back up.
Steamroller ran over the
Oh, you
guy
never
in flat.
Never mind. Just wait for it to come down.
I'm having my own conversation here, Bill.
I can't
To
go
nobody
up.
here, they're all there.
I'm listening.
You have to get out.
You have to get out
And,
of the
uh,
elevator, but
you know,
he won't
he's
come
all
in the
flat or
elevator.
whatever, and then like just
Just
like
like
a
a
woman
real
getting
elevator.
dinner ready, and
Yeah.
the kids are getting ready to have a birthday party or whatever, and like she answers the phone, she's like, "What? Oh no!"
No, take the elevator to the top. Go back down. Never mind.
Man, your analog stick is kind of wonky. I feel like the signal's not getting through sometimes. Like I'm holding right and I just.
Does the rivet
stop.
have a? Just ask me. The rivet guys.
Yeah, so he answered your question.
Yeah. Thanks, Adam. He was
Put
listening
it
to
in
me.
place. There you go. Now rivet it.
We'll have a separate conversation about Austin Powers and the cutscenes since nobody else cares.
All right. I'm trying to
I'll
help.
stream on
I'm
Wednesday.
trying to help the first-time Hard Hat Mack player get through the level.
Ah, it is hard. I get it.
He seems to be following your advice because it's what I was doing too. Oh,
Still
I feel like I
that
can
jump,
make that
that's
jump.
weird. I missed that jump a lot. But I mean, look, it's kind of remarkable that this game moves at the speed it does on the Apple II. Like how,
Yeah.
every choice from like how big the characters are and everything like that plays into how fast the game can work.
But look how primitive that jump pad is, and everyone knew right away it was a jump pad from because of Donkey Kong.
Yeah. That's the other thing. This game, you're informed by Donkey Kong. This game, so it's like those the rivets and all
I
that
remember.
stuff.
All right, one more try.
All right.
No, I'll give it to
I'm
the
getting.
ringer.
I'm cleaning up that second level. We're going to level 3.
All right.
We're getting
Ah.
it.
It's not a good run.
Here he comes. We're gonna do it again this time.
What was on here? 1, 2,
I'll see like 4.
5, kind of black, right? 6 kind of white.
Yeah.
It's the CGA color palette, right? Is that what it is?
The color of the rivet guy's feet, the last row of pixels.
The Rivet guy has got all the power in this game.
His feet are white. It looks like pinkish on the screen.
I think it's a rivet machine too, by the way. I don't think it's a guy, although it does kind of look like a face.
With a hat.
Yeah.
He's like
Spitting hot rivets at you.
it's like an ostrich up there shooting rivets.
It's kind of like
It
Trump.
does look like, I thought it looked like a face. It looks
It
like
does.
Trump.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, he's got like a big. He spits hot trip rivets, which would make sense. Oh, we're not supposed to be sort of political. Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
For all you conservatives and
Coastal liberal elites.
yes.
Look at that. He did it.
Well, I only got through one level. This next
This
one's
would be
hard,
fun as a
obviously.
multiplayer game.
No one's gotten past it.
And like.
I did say level 3, didn't I? I did
There's
say
a bomber
level
rack,
3.
yeah, but he said bomber rack stuff, right? Yeah.
Let's go to level 3. Let's make it happen.
In the old days, they would have trainers when you're loading the game. Remember those? It was like, do you want unlimited lives? Do you want level select? Do you want whatever? Whenever you had a cracked game.
I think you're thinking of Game Genie code.
Oh, you son
Game Genie came so much later. But same thing.
Adam says Tom is saying level 3 now.
Yeah, we responded.
Yeah, he did say the word level.
I did.
Because he knew the audience wouldn't understand what he was saying, thanks to Adam pointing it out.
Okay.
Oh, you can take those to different floors. That's probably a
Yeah,
better strategy.
they're interchangeable.
Oh,
Ah, that was too close.
See how I knew he was going to do that.
So can you recognize what song it plays at the beginning of the game?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
What
Oh,
song
that's
is
the
that?
death song.
Oh, shit. Get off there.
Oh, that was nice. Do you know what song it is, Tom?
It's the opening theme to Hard Hat Mack.
You know what it actually is? It's an attempt by either Mike Abbott or the other guy to do hi ho, it's off to work we go.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't know that until I read about it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Otherwise, I always thought that's the Hard Hat Mack theme.
Exactly.
Stay out of the middle, Tom.
Yeah, stay out of the middle. You can't. You have to on this one. A rivet just comes out of nowhere. Screw you, rivets.
So what's that thing? What is that thing you're jumping over on the left there?
Tom says it's an electric fence. I say it's a bunch of lines.
Mike said pink and white stripes.
Yeah.
I think it's the American flag
Yeah.
or a cake.
Oh, that'd be awesome. This cake is no lie.
This cake is your cake.
This cake is my cake.
Okay.
For the
Cake.
Cake Islands. I'd like to go to the Cake Islands.
What do they have there?
Hot
Apes.
dogs.
It's just they're not so big.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, Tom. Whoa!
I couldn't turn. It was hard to turn there.
Somebody with so much get up and go juice. You didn't really get up and
Shit,
go.
I almost fell again right there. I was like, something was wonky.
You got this one, man.
Oh, fuck my
I know
face.
what that is though.
Oh
that
my
you died
gosh.
on. That's
What?
that's the on-site high five machine
Well,
with a patty cake. You're, at this point, you might as well because we don't have enough time to play anything else. So
Well, I was saying in the chat, like, if you guys want to keep playing, we're not
We got,
really on a hard schedule.
we got 6 more hours.
I mean,
You know, we
I probably can play Lum Lana for 6 hours.
all three of us here could, in the next couple of minutes, switch over to playing some Kill Wheel.
it's true.
Have you ever seen Kill Wheel? It's an unreleased game.
This is all unfamiliar territory to me.
That's
Well,
what makes it so-
especially if it's unreleased. Heck yeah.
Yeah. For PlayStation, this is very fun territory because it's like, one, you don't know anything about it all, and this stuff's kind of absurd, so it would be
Alright,
pretty good.
let's end your guys' on the back.
Yep, let's do that. So Tom's gonna try to see how far he goes here, how many levels he can get through.
I knew that rivet was gonna kill him. I knew it. I just knew.
I think the answer
This is that
zero.
whole.
Yeah.
This is that whole thing where, like, it's like you're being watched. If people weren't watching us, we would have cleared it like an hour.
Don't worry,
ago.
on our stream, people really aren't.
Yeah, I felt kind of bad. I got stuck on a Castlevania level last night for like an hour.
Well, I was telling these guys, like, we should have, like, if we want to kill time, just have Tom play Rastin.
Oh, I love Rastan.
Yeah. How long were you on that Rastin machine?
Like 6 hours.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's why I was right.
We are now going on standby.
See you guys on No, okay, you go live for now.
All right, Tom didn't want to stop playing.
Yeah, Tom didn't want to stop playing, so
we're
he's gonna
gonna
play a little bit more while we get. I'm getting ready to tweet about Kill Wheel. Tom did not put the controller down, so we're gonna, instead of wasting it, he's just gonna keep playing. I'm gonna tweet about Kill Wheel.
All right, here we go. This is a
This
serious
is the one.
run.
All right, now we're ready.
Hold on.
Glenn made the standby screen.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, stand by.
I'm showing it. Oh, thanks, Tom.
Get a-
Gross.
I had to-
Gross.
No, I was rubbing. They say
Rubbing your sweat on
No,
my pants.
I was saying I'd rub a Jew for good luck before you start
Oh.
a game.
Wow, that's probably not something you'd
That
say.
might even be worse.
That's what every Hollywood producer says.
He said, I rub at you. That's what he just
Yeah,
said
yeah.
there.
Yeah, the soft J.
Adam's kids are sick of you playing, Tom.
I don't blame them. I feel their pain. See, and then you say that, and then it distracts me.
He's available for babysitting.
Hard
Hat Mack.
I'm going to bring my Apple II to Adam's house in
Well,
Texas.
so this
Uncle
is
Tom's bringing the Apple II over.
Oh!
No!
It's an opportunity for discipline for Adam.
Yeah.
You better behave, or we'll make you watch Tom play Hard Hat Mack again.
Dad, we've learned all the curse words already.
Oh, that's right. He's got his little kid to watch it.
Yeah.
See how I time that in?
I did. That was impressive.
That's
Extra
called
life.
timing. Timing.
Timing.
That's what I like about these Hard Hat Mack games. I get older, they stay the same age.
Ready to tweet. How you doing, Tom? Oh, still on that first level.
Yeah, with no lives left. It's okay. It's just
We're gonna
bad.
go home for the day, come back on Monday, and Tom will be here.
I'll still do.
That's exactly how Raston went down. I went to California Extreme with Tom.
This is true.
It's true.
This is a true
It's
story.
like it's a $40 ticket to get into the show. He walks over to the Raston machine. He's like, "I love this game." Starts playing the game. 6 hours later, Tom saw the thing. Hasn't said hello to anybody.
There's one jump that I couldn't do, and I kept
For
going
6 hours.
and going and going.
I actually played Rastan also on the Commodore 64. I never played the arcade version.
Mhm.
Is it a lot better?
The arcade version is very different. I mean, it's the same game, but it just like plays very different. I love that Commodore 64 version. That was.
I
really
couldn't
fun.
figure out, again, this is a game I played when I was like 5. So I
Yeah.
couldn't figure out how to damage the boss.
Oh yeah.
This is the boss.
Oh yeah. That's. Oh yeah, Tom. When you make that jump over that little river or whatever it was you're trying to do,
Yeah.
there's a boss.
Okay.
And I didn't have a gamepad or a joystick, so I was
Oh, you doing
keyboarding
the
that.
keyboard?
Yeah, it was terrible.
That is awful.
You don't know when you're a kid, though.
I mean, when you're a kid, this is funny because like every game was amazing when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And especially if you spent when you're spending money on.
That's
this
why I'm
stuff.
so bummed about games journalism now.
Yeah.
It's like it used to tap into that. It used to be like people also excited about.
Oh, I get
your
excited
passion.
about the worst games possible. I
And
remember
now everybody hates everything.
Yeah, and to me it was like, oh, data age games. They were like the $5 games
It's
for a
because
car.
Tom no longer works in it.
Yeah, I know. Tom made
Yeah.
everything happy.
No, I didn't. I was the first
You were,
snarky guy.
you were the grumpy
I
guy.
invented.
You're the problem.
Well, no, you know what I did is
Tom
I.
ruined games
No.
journalism.
You're like the
No, you
Johnny
know-
Appleseed of snark.
No, if Seamus was here right now, he would say what I'm about to say, which is the business people ruin games by putting out so much licensed crap that you had to be snarky as a response to people pushing out bad products.
All right. So at the time, sure, I haven't seen a licensed game, or they're very rare in
They are very rare now.
15 years.
Well, yeah, but then I know. So what happened? Well,
So you won that battle. Now what?
Yeah. So when does the joy come back?
Yeah. I'm waiting for the joy to come back, Tom.
But yeah, well, I'm not doing that anymore. It's that you'd have to ask the kids today.
Yeah.
But they grew up on our snark, and they just felt like that they're responsible.
It's really the internet
Yeah,
thing, right?
It
So
is.
it's like-
Silent Service and Space Shuttle for the NES. Silence was that the submarine
Submarine
sim
game. Yeah.
From-
So that was
Yeah.
Microprose. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
That was good. And Space Shuttle. That wasn't the Activision version. It was something else on the NES.
I don't think I played Space Shuttle. I don't even know what that is.
Space Shuttle.
I played Space Shuttle on the Commodore 64
That was
and the
nice.
Atari 2600
Stay out of
like
it.
a maniac. I loved that game. It was all about putting a satellite into space.
All right, let's.
Trajectory.
Space Shuttle Project was absolute entertainment.
Oh, absolutely. So it's probably
That's
the same game. Absolute were ex-Activision guys, so if it wasn't the same game, it was very close.
We're gonna give Tom a countdown here. How about you get 3 more tries at this?
Okay.
3 more tries, Tom, and then we're switching over to Kill Wheel.
Kill wheel.
Kill Wheel.
Watch out for the wheel.
I remember playing Silent Service as a kid, but I didn't understand like any of it.
It just looked cool. I'm like, that's the interior of a submarine. It's so cool.
Any sub game looked cool.
Our friend Chris Charla can imitate any submarine movie, any scene from any submarine movie, and like he does
Really?
like this.
This
It's
is a
like
talent
he'll do
level.
this, and be like. Because there's always those scenes where everybody's listening. It's quiet and everybody's listening. Every submarine movie has it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Hunt for October. Das Boot.
The best Chris Charlotte impersonation was he does when he does Jimmy Stewart singing. Of course, I did that. When he does Jimmy Stewart singing NWA.
Does he do that?
Oh yeah.
You do it.
He hasn't done it in a while. It's not what you would call stream friendly.
Okay.
Okay, that happened.
I was trying to think of like a fun studio name.
We got a list. We got a list like 400
We got a
studios.
list. None of them like sparked anything yet. Neither is this one, but like I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to be like called the studio that made that game is your name. So anytime somebody talks about you, you're like, have you seen that studio that makes that game?
That one studio.
That one studio that makes that game. Yeah, that's right. That one studio that makes that game. Which one are you talking about? No, that one studio that makes that game.
You have to do these. This is the
Thomas-
last
Thomas-
life, and you have to
So
do.
you give me the
you have to do the muncher, and you have to do that thing. And
God,
by
so
the way,
you-
the bonus clock is ticking.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's make this quick.
I think your joystick's just a little wonky. I think that's probably contributing. to
Oh,
my
it does
bad
get stuck
playing.
sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
because of the.
Why doesn't the D-pad work? Why are we using the analog stick?
The D-pad, believe it or not, is a little crazier for these older games on these Xbox and PlayStation controllers.
Yeah, this game was played on an original analog.
It was
stick,
played on an
so
analog.
it actually makes it easy.
Oh,
It
really?
makes
Yeah.
it feels, but
It makes you climb 2/3 up a ladder and stop like
Yeah,
mine
it
just
does.
did.
yeah,
That's what it
It does
does.
do that. But I did that on the original. That's how that's the
Oh.
intent.
B.
So I'll do this the old-fashioned way and die.
It is kind of old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the board state reset. So they reset if you don't rivet them in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, rivets.
Oh man, that was a really interesting move too. Why are you going that way?
I just want to tease OSHA.
That was a good tease.
Do not taunt.
Not on. Oh shit!
Do not
Stay
lick
out
the
of the
OSHA.
middle. Stay out of the middle.
I tried to stay out of the middle.
I know.
Alright, this is.
Listen,
this
here's
is-
what we're gonna
this
do.
is
I'm gonna
Tom's
beat the
last attempt.
I'm gonna beat the first game, and then on one life, and then you're gonna get the set. I'm gonna give you all my lives to get the second life.
And then the third
second-
stage that Ian's never seen before will be his.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it.
I'm in. Let's do this.
What is the machine dropping into that giant coffee cup? The
Candies.
second.
I used to always think it was like chocolates from like the Laverne and, or was it Lucille Ball show. That's what it was. Laverne and Shirley. It was like the bottles of Laverne and Shirley intro.
See that move? Did you see
That was
that,
a pretty
move?
good move.
We'll take a good look if Tom gets to the next stage.
Yeah.
You like my confidence in your abilities?
I do.
Like I used to always misinterpret what things were in games in these days because like your imagination was like whatever it is. Like
We had a
remember,
5-minute conversation about what was going on with Dracula's face.
yeah.
I think it was a must money fight.
Because like Mega Mania, remember that game by Activision? There's the shooter, and it's like, oh, that's popcorn, and that's like bow ties and all that. And like there's Oreo cookies, whatever. They're all alien ships or something. But you did that back then.
Yeah.
And then you played Twinbee, and they were popcorn
And there were all
and
those
bow
things.
ties.
Yeah. And I remember there's a comedian that had that skit about like how you make up lyrics because you don't really know what somebody's saying in a song.
Yeah.
Alright.
And there's like, I don't want to be your beast of burden. Like the guy always thought for the longest time, was like, I don't want to be your pizza burden.
Yeah, boy. It looks like garbage to me. I would say garbage. Because it deforms when it lands on the thing. So it's like bags of something.
What? That stuff coming out of the pipe?
Bags of cement? Maybe?
It's cement. It's
That's
cement.
what, that's what I was.
It's concrete.
It looks like a tied up
Awesome.
like a trash bag though to me.
Sorry. Wait for him to come back.
Like the shape when it comes out, it's like teardrop shaped.
Ah,
Nice. Get there. Oh, yes!
there we go.
But the Vandal does look like an alien.
It does.
He does not look like a human person.
Well,
you
he's
do
like a
some,
70s punker. No, you have to do
Yeah,
this
he's
one.
supposed to be proper.
I've died like the last 3 I've done. There you go.
Like
Nice.
a
See?
total Mr. Miyagi moment. Like, now you do it. No.
Yes, exactly. Oh, look at that. Perfect. You could
Come on,
clear. We
where's
could
the
end
top?
up clearing it.
Am I really gonna have to play the third stage?
Oh, except
Oh! Do I get to keep those? Yeah, I do.
Man cake.
Nice. Sweet. Okay, so Mike's gonna get this last one.
Now what do I do?
You'll notice that once he does that, activates up
Oh.
there. So what you need to do is you need to jump and get across to the other side.
And the top?
Yep. But wait till you
Oh!
what
You tried bird dog.
I did. I was.
that was a bad idea.
There
Okay.
was.
So just get over there
Okay.
and then just jump to the other side and wait, and I will give you further instructions.
Once
All
I'm
right, wait. Okay. So what you want to do is time your jump.
there. And when it's moving, move at the same
So
time.
yeah, because it's gonna pull you out of the furnace with the electromagnet.
All right,
So,
so
wait
what-
till it's like parallel with you, a little bit ahead of you, and then jump.
Jump?
Yep. Now.
I see.
Nice.
Oh,
We made it. Oh god.
Wow.
I don't even know what's coming up. Instant death. most
Third
likely.
board, Adam. Third board.
I'm the
Okay,
interpreter.
so-
Level. Third level.
Third
Very,
list.
very
Okay.
low.
So this is like the pie factory. Basically, you just go up and you need to collect boxes, and then and then you have to drop them in those chutes.
Oh, down at the
below.
bottom, like the rivets.
You can get that. You can get that mixer for points.
Okay.
But then, yeah, and then there's that.
You gotta
God.
jump over to the. Oh my god.
Yeah. So here.
So you jump over, then jump to the other
Don't
side.
go that. Don't go that way. That's a bad way. Go down and get on those little conveyor things in the middle.
Will they take you over the top?
Yeah, it will. See? And then when you get to the bot, when you get even there, jump to that next one. Jump. Oh,
Oh,
no,
that was kind of
sorry.
neat though.
I thought I had more time.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, so that was Hard Hat Mack.
We made it to that
stage
stage.
3.
Yeah, there we go.
and we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Well,